John, where are we at?
We're in Napoleon, Ohio, and this is the Cannonball, the Henderson Across America Cannonball Run. Oh, here's another bike coming in.
Hi, my name is Dave Courier.
And you are participating in?
Number 64 in the 2021 Cannonball, and we're leaving Sault Ste. Marie, and the end is the Padre Islands, South Padre Islands, on the 26th of the month. So we've got 14 more days ahead of us. And the days consist of about 130 miles is the shortest, and the longest is about 300.
And what are you riding today?
I'm riding a 1911 single-cylinder Harley belt drive. It's a Class 1, and in this race, how you win it is all the points for full miles per day, age of bike, age of rider. That's how they determine the winner of the Cannonball.
And how long has this bike been in your possession?
Well, I've had this bike a number of years. I rode in the 2018 Cannonball. I rode a 1915 Harley Twin on that. And that was Portland, Maine to Portland, Oregon. And I was runner-up in Class 3 on that one for a twin. And
congratulations.
This time I'm in it. Obviously, we're in it to win it.
Yeah.
So this is a 1911, and the one over here is the 1909 Indian. So quite frankly, it's Indian against Harley. And we're back to the old days, Indian against Harley. Now, today, I did draft him and let him burn his gas up and work his motor a little harder.
Nice.
But the real deal is going to be when we get to the mountains.
Yeah.
The mountain is going to determine the winner of the Cannonball. Because if you can climb...
Hills for you, mountains. Mountains.
Yep. Mountains is the name of the game. You're coming up.
Yeah.
We got about one more day of flatland, and then we're going all the way through the Appalachian to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, and then we go to Maggie Valley to the Wheels of Time Museum.
Oh, awesome.
Right through the heart of the stuff there.
Yeah.
So we're not talking small and flat. That's big stuff.
How does this bike do climbing?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
No, we're ready.
Yeah, all right.
We got her. Thanks for coming out to visit all of us from the Cannonball.
Oh, it's been awesome, man. Be safe, and thank you for talking to us.
Yep.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Enjoy your ride. Be safe. Thank you very much.
So So let me ask you, how does one get into this?
You apply on the website, motorcyclecannonball.com.
And what's the rules? You have to have a bike that's 100 years old, is that it?
For this ride, it's 1929 and older.
Okay, and what are you riding today?
I'm riding a 1923 Harley Davidson Model J. It's a 61 cubic inch, 1000 cc. Distributor generator motor, where other versions have a magneto. So I'm running a normal battery and points ignition system.
Pretty reliable for you for the trip?
Very, very reliable.
Pretty comfortable? Seems like the seat's pretty comfortable.
This is a great seat. Still sold by Harley Davidson.
You like it?
I just bought this like a month ago from the Harley dealer. It's still a Harley Davidson part number.
Oh, you broke in there.
They started making these in 1925, these seats, and Harley still sells them.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. How long have you had this bike?
I've had this bike for a year.
And did you get it in this condition, or did you have to
No, I had
build
to
it?
redo the whole bike.
Nice.
It was pretty rough when I got it.
So you know everything about it now, though?
Yeah. Every nut and bolt.
There you go.
that in 1 year?
Fucking A.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of time.
How many miles you got on it since you rebuilt it now?
With the mileage so far from the deal, about 1,800.
Nice.
It's now broken very well. It gets up and goes. I can do 70 on this bike.
Wow.
Really?
And what's your name and where are you from?
I'm Chris Tribby from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
You bet. Yeah, we don't run as a pack. Oh. Everybody does.
Oh, we got a Norton on the trailer today.
Hey Steve, how's it going today? You seeing some nice bikes out here?
I was going to ask you that. I was going to ask you that.
Oh, well, yeah. In fact, I like this 4-cylinder Henderson over here everybody's knocking over.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like, the tough thing is, unless you're a motorcycle aficionado and just know all this stuff, it's not like a bike show where they got the plaque there and you can read it. I can't cheat and act like I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
But it's cool. Look at the sausage gas tank and everything.
Yeah. There's nothing not cool about any of these bikes.
Grumpy Zur guy says he's going to do this next year.
What do you think, Steve?
I want to do this at some point in my life.
It's pretty cheap, right?
It's pretty cheap. I've heard parts are readily available if you have 2 machine shops and
But I've decided I want to do it on the most obscure bike that was ever made. That
something
broke
nobody ever wanted.
after the first
Worst,
day.
it broke the first day. People threw them away. He manages to find one.
Hanging on a wall in a bar in some backwards town that sells like cow testicles for dinner. I think it'll work.
My name's Loring Hill. I'm from Waddington, New York. I'm riding a 1916 Henderson 4-cylinder.
And how long have you had this bike?
Probably 5 or 6 years now. It started as a pile of broken old parts, and we just kept on adding to that pile, and it turned into that.
Awesome. So how's the ride going? You enjoying it?
Yeah, having a blast.
How reliable are the bikes?
Very reliable so far.
When he builds them, they're reliable. Yeah.
We try to make them as reliable as we can. We go out and just try and ride them conservatively and be safe. And as long as you do all those things and keep up with the maintenance, they're usually quite reliable.
So what's the oil regimen? I see everybody adding oil and pulling oil out.
Yeah,
and stuff.
so there's a couple different systems. The V-twin guys have kind of what's referred to as a total loss oiling system. So they actually inject a little bit of oil into the crankcase. The engine then burns it or leaks it, all that stuff, and they'll actually dump it out. So they're injecting a small amount of oil each time, maybe 4 ounces, I think is pretty standard. So they inject 4 ounces of oil into the crankcase, which is a minuscule amount. And they go ride for 40, 50 miles. And then they dump that old oil out and they inject a new 4 ounces. So you're constantly going to see Harley guys and Indian guys dumping that oil and, you know, injecting a little bit more. The 4 cylinders are actually a wet sump engine, so it'd be like your car or truck. You pour in the oil, and when you're done, you pull the drain plug and you go like that.
So a little more convenient for you, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit. They were kind of ahead of their time with that technology. So.
Right on. Awesome. So how many miles you do in a day?
Typically about 250 to 300. Usually no more than 300 miles a day.
And then how many days are you out doing this?
How many days is it total, Chris?
About 16 days of riding.
16 days of riding.
Oh, get in here.
700 miles.
All right, cool. Yeah, come on over here. And then what's your name?
My name is Chris O'Brien.
And you are riding what?
I'm riding this 1928 Henderson
Okay.
that they built the engine for.
They built the engine? Okay. Is this one of your first time out, or you've been doing this for a
No,
while?
I did it on my 1917 Henderson last time. Yeah. So this is about as much fun as you can have on 2 wheels.
Yeah. So you guys pretty much addicted to the Hendersons, huh?
No, not completely.
I am.
I have a lot of different bikes. So I fight them. But these are the best for a cruise like this. 4 cylinders, 3-speed transmission. For the later bikes, he's on a single speed tranny, no transmission.
Wow, I did not know that. So what happens when you get to a hill?
Well, you try and get going pretty fast before you jump to it. And,
So the Rockies are going to be fun for you when you get down there. It's like there, right?
yeah, so one thing we always say about the early Hendersons is they're one of the only motorcycles that'll go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 1 year. Of this vintage, you know, something new will do.
Yeah. So considering that these were 4 cylinders and had the gears like yours and stuff, were they kind of like the high-end bike at the
They
time?
were. I mean, these were popular with police forces because they could outrun the cars of the era.
Yeah.
Big, smooth, powerful.
Awesome.
You have to remember in 1928, if you had this, you were the man. You know, that was probably about an $800 motorcycle new
Right.
in 1928. That was a
Twice as much as a car.
significant investment.
Some people made that, what, like a year, $800 a year. So yeah, that's huge.
You could buy 3 Model A's for that.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, keep it safe, guys. Thank you so much.
So my voice is out. We've been partying too hard the last few days. So I'm Nikki, and this is Buck, and we're riding a 1928 Harley JD from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, down to South Padre Island, Texas, via South Carolina. So we are, let's see, I think altogether it's 3,800 miles, and today we're going to be going 240 miles.
What's the whole trip take?
So the whole trip altogether, right at 3,800.
Wow. How many
so
days is that?
17 days.
Wow,
So
right
today is stage 3.
Right on. So you having a blast or what?
Oh, absolutely. I told him if he hits one more freaking pothole, I'm hopping off. So hopefully the roads in Ohio will be a lot better than
Don't
Michigan.
count on it. Yeah, don't count on it. But Michigan is worse, though. I'll give you that.
I wondered about that.